Welcome to the CITADEL Watch. My name is Carin, and it is Sunday, December the 1st, 2024. The year is quickly closing, but unfortunately, some shifts and shakes are coming that will strengthen some areas of contention and weaken others. What am I talking about? Well, within every negotiation is a kick. A kick shows the party's strength by putting into the negotiations a small and sometimes a large moot point. This kick can take many forms. It can involve an increase in financial gain, a side agreement that is put into a contract, or an agreement that has nothing to do with these present issues. It is considered a viable part of a non-zero-sum game being played globally. Right now, a kick is being seen globally as Trump pushes Prime Minister Trudeau of Canada to take action at the U.S.-Canadian border. Some believe that Trudeau will kick back, but as we are witnessing, Trudeau has been pushed to meet and hopefully come to a resolution to the issues at stake. Trump's comeback is causing a ruckus in the leadership of many nations, including many three-letter global agencies. What exactly are we witnessing here? We are witnessing a type of global takeover. The enemy of mankind is being challenged and pushed into a corner. What are they pushing for? They're pushing for a surrender. But this type of surrender looks very different from the arrest made by an authority. It is more of a conceding to a new rule and a new way of doing things. When a global shift is taking place, there is a shift in thought, a shift in rules, and a shift in alliances. Each shift produces both a strength and a complication. What you and I are about to experience is a combination of both. In some ways, you will be strengthened. You will experience a new hope, a type of renewal which will give you the strength and perseverance to forge forward. In other ways, complications will arise within every plan and agreement as a pushback. Kick me, push me, and I will push you back and show you my strength and my dominance. We will at times feel like we are caught in the middle of a global cleanup, which will dominate our lives and in many ways complicate them. Now, why is this so important to us at this time? During this time of global debates, two things can happen. We can enter into a global win-win, or we could begin to see wars. Many are looking for World War III, but I am talking about another type of war, a price war. Trade and commerce are an enormous part of the global economy and structure. Without healthy trade, a country's economy is threatened. High tariffs produce high prices, and this causes a chain reaction within our national industry and the public marketplace. It will shake the stock market and will shake the cryptocurrency marketplace. Cryptocurrency has become a marketplace of viable income for many, allowing the common person the ability to grow their assets without the interference of brokers and dealers. The people are becoming their own boss, their own bank, and their own investment advisors. This is giving the common person a strength unforeseen by the global institutions. Huge opportunities for financial growth and stability are being put into the hands of people, and those who jump on the waves will experience a much-needed increase. Remember the cause and effect syndrome? Remember the trends that are being established amongst people and national leadership. The global picture is shifting rapidly and is now in a fast forward on many levels. The need to jump into the game is the talk behind closed doors. As global banks, global companies and large investment firms jump into the blockchain marketplace, cryptocurrencies will explode over and over again. Regulations will shift rapidly to allow the release of wealth to global institutions, governing powers, and even the people. We are experiencing a global revolution. Now let's talk about the battle for global dominance. In plain sight, we have seen the power of money and influence. Watching the Trump revolution made it very clear that the power of wealth, alliance, and influence can make or break a nation. Trump was surrounded by several things that gave him a dominant hand in the presidential race. Number one, people who would be considered influencers. Number two, people with global recognition. Number three, people with large amounts of resources, including money, connections, and abilities. And finally, number four, people who understood the battle and the message that Trump was shouting to the world. Surround yourself with the right people with the dominant plan, and you become a powerhouse to be reckoned with. Now listen carefully. Many of the people listening to this will become a force of their own. With the release of wealth to the common person, corporations, and even the criminals, yes, criminals, there comes a new level of battle for dominance. You and your newfound wealth will become a threat to what I will call the opposition. With the money you are creating, you unknowingly enter a game of chess. Your chess moves will be monitored as you invest, create companies, and move forward to create change in your life, in your family, your community, and even your nation. You will become a threat to many entities seen and unseen. The power that comes with large amounts of money can shift lives, communities, and even nations. You will become an influencer that will create change, like it or not. Not everyone will appreciate your kind of influence. You could easily become a threat to the position of leaders, corporations, and even global trade. Yes, you. As your wealth grows and grows, you must understand that your movements will be watched. Where you invest, what you establish, your goals and aspirations, and even the people you collaborate with. Your money and your choices affect many areas of commerce, government rule, and regional rule. This changes the political picture greatly and can work for the people or against the people. Now let's talk about your responsibility. Each of us is being put in a position of responsibility. It is not just about having money, clearing debt, buying a home or car, and feeding your family. For those of you who will create great wealth, it will be about understanding your influence in the lives of people, in your community, and even in your nation. You can cause massive damage to all, or you can establish something that will benefit and bring relief and stability to these people. Your choices will affect your future in ways you cannot fathom at this time. We must awaken you to these issues and begin to prepare you for what is ahead. Not all of you will play the game well, and some of you will experience great loss and emotional destruction. This I cannot stop, but your resilience and your wise choices will position you and establish a strong foundation in your life and future ventures. Do not be naive. The journey is filled with bumps and bruises. There will be joys and there will be losses. You're going to lose many people that are in your life right now. You're going to lose the life that you have at this time, no matter where you are. This is evident as more and more complexities enter into your life. Rest assured that these cannot be stopped, but they can be handled. Purging your life of things and people that oppose you and surrounding yourself with the right people will be the key to your success. The temptation will be to hang on to your life as it is. Letting go of people, things, old plans, and encumbrances is not as easy as you think. Memories can tie you to destructive people and situations. Emotions of guilt, pity, anger, and pride can push you into agreements and compliances that will weaken your ability to achieve. For most of you, there must be a massive letting go of your old life and your old ways and embracing a new way of life, a new way of living and thinking, and completely new surroundings. This is not only inevitable, it is a must for your survival and to allow you to create a healthy change in your life, your new community, and your nation. Now I need to talk to you about sacrifice. When a person holds a position of influence of any kind, there is always an element of sacrifice. Letting go and not looking back is important and necessary. Staying in the box you have created will not only bring regret, but it will bring defeat. Removing yourself from your present surroundings is one of the healthiest things you can do for yourself and for those who are around you. Letting go of your present friendships, community, business, job, and residence will give you the fresh start and security that you will need to push yourself forward. You cannot bring everyone with you on your journey. I prophesy that many of you will leave all behind and create a new beginning that will bear much fruit. It is time to let go. It is time to create the new you and your new life. Holding on to the old will only create sorrow and loss. When Jesus walked on earth with his disciples, he required that those who followed him walk away from their old lives. His disciples and others walked away from jobs of influence, businesses, families, friends, and neighbors, and chose to walk in a new way of thinking, a new life, and a new destiny or purpose. This was not easy for any of them, but they knew that great change was ahead and that they needed to follow truth and not their emotions. One Bible verse in Matthew says this: "Everyone that has left homes and brothers and sisters or fathers or mothers or even wives or children or lands for my name's sake shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life." Truth, meaning real truth, requires a type of sacrifice as you swim against the current trend. Now listen carefully. Many of you are thinking too narrowly. You are looking at life in your present situation, and you are thinking of positioning yourself in a position of ease and glory. Whatever you are in now will change rapidly. In time, you will be forced to make some drastic decisions to reposition yourself. Waiting too long can cause you great loss and sorrow. Timing of change is important. Learn to make wise choices and move forward in them. Stop thinking small and in your present community or situation. Listen, many people will not understand or agree with your choices. There will be a hurt, a sorrow, and even manipulation from many that surround you now. Do not make your choices by emotion. Trust me, you will regret it. Make your choices from knowledge and wisdom and purpose. Choose wisely and embrace the future. Let go of the past. Let it go, all of it. Embrace a new life and the new role you will be stepping into. This is the role of an influencer. Letting go will allow you to create something that you cannot fathom at this point in time. You are being led, but if you don't let your present surroundings go, you will get stuck. I understand that you want security of what you know now, but the future is much bigger than you understand. Letting go will allow you to see the bigger picture and accomplish greater things. Let's talk about the battlefield. As you all know, there is a global battle taking place on many levels. Prominent, more powerful nations are taking territory at many levels. Land, sea, air, technology, and advancement are the goals of these countries to dominate and hold or advance their positions. Once successful alignment is completed, there will be a settling down to prepare for the shaking that is expected globally. The goal is to create a soft and viable landing for their economies to secure their global position and stabilize the people as much as possible. Wars will increase and global nuclear threats will cease to advance to the next stage of the global shift. Global players are vying for positions on many levels, including trade, cryptocurrency, paper currency, stocks, bonds, and natural resources. The battle is on, but it will look and feel much different than all the battles on the ground and air that are taking place today. A new day is dawning, and many new players will rise to the forefront. Players like El Salvador and other small nations will follow the trend and will prosper. Bukele started the trend, but Trump is increasing the shout, which will be heard loud and clear globally. It is the season of change, and many of you are experiencing a type of freedom. This type of freedom comes from renewed hope. We have been on a long and difficult journey together. Each day brought hope and woes. Many have fallen away, doubting the reliability of the journey. Others were pushed out with a surge of negativity in reports globally of scams and corruption. Those who remained were the hardcore people with a form of patient endurance mixed with faith. The next part of this journey we are on together will bring with it anticipation, and with that will come a type of fear. Shakings are coming and coming quickly. We will all experience what we will call an anomaly. Now, an anomaly is something that deviates from a standard norm or what is expected. This will either shake your faith or, strangely, strengthen you. You have come this far, and you've learned that things do not always happen the way we hope or imagine. This shaking will do two things. First, it will shed unwanted people from this race to wealth. And secondly, it will create a strengthening in the army that is being formed to endure and help alleviate the devastation that is coming. What is coming? An unforeseen alliance. This alliance will stir unrest and even fear in many leaders and the people. Remember this. All alliances are formed for strategic purposes, both seen and unseen by the public. Alliances are needed at this time to overpower the many structures that are in place globally. It is time for nations to play the non-zero-sum game, the win-win alliance. Each side comes in with its demands, and a new structure of agreement is formed to gain the momentum and the strength that is needed to defeat the giants. And defeat the giants they will. Do not be confused by the coming events. This is where your faith and your endurance will be tested. Do you trust this journey we are on? Can you keep your strength and ride the turbulence that is coming? If you can do this, your reward will be greater than expected, but this journey is not for the weak. Our world will shake and shake again to bring forward a plan that will push us all forward in many ways. Number 1, your awakening will escalate, often causing a deep shift in your current perspective. And number 2, your understanding and viewpoint will be enhanced, and there will be a mass letting go of the old order. And finally, number 3, there will be an escalation of the new that will flood the markets to bring the people what is needed for their full recovery. Now, how will this affect our exchange? There will be a slight switch that will enable you to move forward with greater ease. But with this switch will be a slight delay. Most of you will not notice the delay, for the real date has not been released, but for those who are following the crazy gurus and liars, you will once again be disappointed. Just ride this last long and sometimes difficult wave with me, and we will all cross over together. Remember, delay is not denial. Do not let your hopes and dreams fade away. Hold strong to your call and your destiny, and watch as things slowly shift into our favor. Let's talk about the great global alignment. This alignment continues to take place as more and more nations join in the global fight to free their nations from poverty, control, and debt. The global community will look very different as the 2025 shift takes place. Out with the old and in with the new. Please try to keep up as much as possible. Slowly shift your learning and understanding of the cryptocurrency environment. Be familiar with global terms and economic terms and procedures. So many things are shifting. Just do your best and grow little by little. Do not let discouragement or a sense of defeat enter into your thoughts. You have time to change and grow. Study guides, videos, and other learning tools will be provided along the way. Try to devote a set time for learning. 20 minutes a day can push you forward at a good and steady speed. Try your best to enhance your devices. New phones, laptops, tablets, and desktops make your journey easy and fun. Grab some profit and start your learning journey. Every new device has a learning curve, so I would suggest that you slowly purchase the new and adjust to its new features. Some of you need to learn to type. Others need to learn to add. And others need to learn the terms and feel comfortable in the new technology environment. Little by little, baby steps. Doing this daily will allow you to form confidence and reassurance for your future. Use this time wisely. You won't regret it. This is Carin signing out with Real Truth.